Hey, what's up? It's Ryan from RNA Music, deep in the heart of Texas. That's where I'm at. So, here's a beardy little lesson for you. Arpeggios. Alright, let's get started. So arpeggios, what the heck is that? Well, an arpeggio, or arpeggio, is just the notes of a chord, but instead of being played as a chord, they're played individually, right? Arpeggios can be fun. You can do some cool things with them. Now, if you're like me and just a regular rock dude, you may not find yourself doing a whole lot of shredding, sweep picking, Jeff Loomis world domination. As much as you may love that kind of guitar playing, which I do. But, you know, being just kind of a rock dude, I don't always do that kind of stuff. But there are some cool things you can do with arpeggios, and we're going to do it really easy. Let's take a look. So here's some simple 2-string arpeggios. You'll see these, Zakk Wylde does them, Randy Rhoads. You'll see them all over the place. You'll recognize them. All right, I'm going to show you 4 different arpeggios that you can start playing with. First of all, we're going to start with a major arpeggio. We're going to do an E major. All right, very simple. We're going to use the notes on the first 2 strings. Now, to play the major arpeggio, we're going to use this E on the 5th string, 2nd fret. We're going to use a G sharp on the 1st string of the 4th fret. That's the major 3rd of the chord. Then we're going to take our pinky and place it on the 7th fret, 1st string, which is a B. So now you're going to know, or you may not know, but you're going to know, if you have an E and a G sharp and a B, if you put E's, G sharps, and B's together in any sort of combination, you're going to get an E major chord. You get the root, major 3rd, perfect 5th. Right? So, bunch of different ways you can play this. You can pick it if you want to. We're going to take the Randy Rhoads kind of Mr. Crowley approach. And it's pretty simple little lick to do, and a cool thing to do with these arpeggios. You're going to take your pinky on the 7th fret, and we're going to pull off to the 1st finger. Right? We're going to go B down to the G sharp. And then our 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 5th fret, gets the E. So you have a pick, pinky, pull off, pick. Now I'm doing a down pick on the pull off and then an up pick. So I'm doing kind of inside of the string picking on that. All right, that's one way to do it. All right, so there is a major 2-string arpeggio where the root, all you just need to remember, if you don't know the names of the notes, if you just remember the intervals, you've got the root, and then right next to it, the next fret over, major 3rd, and we're adding the 5th. Now that works. Anywhere you put this finger, let's say we move it up to, this is E, F sharp on the 7th fret, you know, you get an F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Still root, major 3rd, perfect 5th. If we move it up to the 12th fret, you know, your 12th fret 2nd string is a B. Play that same root, major 3rd, perfect 5th. Now you have a B, D sharp, F sharp, which is a B major triad. Okay, so you need to be aware of the notes, the names of the notes on the 2nd string. Make that your kind of home base root note. And there you have your major arpeggio. Let's go back to the 5th fret, 2nd string. So it happens to be E major. Now if you want to make that an E minor, it's a very simple thing to do. Your 2nd finger is going to stay put on that E, 2nd string, 5th fret. Your pinky is going to stay put on the 7th fret of the 1st string, that B. But now our major 3rd, our G sharp, that's on the 4th fret. We're going to lower that to the 3rd fret. Now it becomes a minor 3rd in relation to this E. So we have an E, G, natural, B. So really simple. We just took this major 3rd, lowered it, minor 3rd. The root and the 5th are the same. There you go. Major and a minor 2-string arpeggio when the root is on the 2nd string. Okay, so there's 2 of the 4. The next 2, the root, we're going to put the root of the chord of the triad on the 1st string. So we're going to go 5th fret, 1st string is an A. So that becomes our root. We're going to play an A arpeggio. We're going to start with an A minor arpeggio this time. So our A is right here, 1st string. All right. Now our 5th is actually on the 2nd string, right above it. There's that E. That E that we're using earlier. Well, an A minor chord or an A major chord has an E in it, so that E is actually part of an A chord. But here's our root. Here's our 5th. Alright, all we need now is our 3rd. Alright, to make it a minor chord or a minor arpeggio, we need a minor 3rd. We need a C. Get the metal. So we're going to take our pinky again and put it on the 8th fret, which is a C natural. And we're going to pick that C natural, 8th fret, pull off to the A at the 5th fret, and then pick the E on the 5th fret, 2nd string. There's an A minor arpeggio. Still a 2-string arpeggio. The only difference is the root or focal point of the triad is on the 1st string. So there's an A minor. Alright, to make it major, we only need to change one thing. We do need to take the 3rd of the chord, this minor 3rd, pinky note, and we need to raise it from a C natural to a C sharp. 1st finger stays the same. Now, granted, this is a little bit of a stretch, right? You've got your 1st finger over here on the 5th fret, and your pinky over here on the 9th fret. A little bit of a stretch, especially if you don't have long fingers or humongous hands. Right now, of course, the further up the neck you go above the 12th fret, the easier that kind of stuff kind of gets. A major arpeggio on 2 strings. A minor, we just take the pinky down, you got 2 frets in between your fingers. Alright, so 2-string arpeggio, the root on the 1st string, or we can have the root on the 2nd string. So there are 4 2-string arpeggios, 4 different kind of patterns that you can use. They're pretty easy to start with, an arpeggio only on 2 strings. So of course you can go on to having 3-string arpeggios and 4-string arpeggios and 5-string arpeggios and 6-string arpeggios, which is handy for the sweep picking stuff if you're into that. I like it. I like watching Jeff Loomis do it. I'm not that great at sweep picking, and I'm not going to pretend to be. I like the technique. I like it when somebody like Jeff does it because it's just mind numbing. Maybe someday I'll be able to sweep pick half as good as Jeff Loomis, but who knows. But anyway, that's a cool way to get started with some arpeggiating and shreddy arpeggios for guys who are not shredders. And I learned these a while back, and I didn't really think about what I was doing. I was just learning a song. I just learned the tab that was there, and you'll recognize some of that stuff from the the second solo of Mr. Crowley. The little section right there is all 2-string arpeggios. Of course, Randy plays it fast, so he's awesome. So does Zakk. My heroes. Alright, so hopefully you'll find that helpful. Maybe you've seen these before, maybe you haven't. If not, they're fun to play with. As long as you know where the root is, and the thirds, either major thirds, minor thirds, and the fifths, you can play. There's 4 different major, minor, 2-string arpeggios. So, hope you found that useful. I appreciate you guys watching. It's been a good week. I'm pretty excited about some upcoming stuff. Going to the NAMM show. Just decided today, found out today that it's confirmed. Going to NAMM. I'm pretty stoked about it. It's going to be sweet. So keep watching. In a couple of weeks I'll have some NAMM videos for you guys. So beyond that, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it. Leave me some comments about it if you would like to. And we'll talk to you soon. Let's keep the music alive.